Hello, this is Otaku Joe, and here I am with Level 3 of Robocop Versus the Terminator, Delta City under construction, and our prime directive is take out the security cameras. So, as you probably remember from my last video, I assume you watched that if you watched this one, we already lost our flame gun, unfortunately. But we have we still have our remote-controlled grenade launcher, which has the grenades being remote-controlled, not the launcher itself. Don't know how that actually works, but you know what? I'm not gonna question it. It's pretty amazing, nonetheless. It's also pretty powerful. The flame gun actually isn't that powerful, but it eats bullets, which is pretty much the reason we want it. We want that. It's more for taking out grunts, I guess, than the bosses, because it takes out the because it protects you from enemy bullets. One thing to clarify from last time is on the point of Superman versus the Terminator. That is not a video game, that is a comic book. I didn't really make that clear last time. Yeah, there's no, as far as I know, there was no Robocop, Superman versus the Terminator video game. It's not exactly a very good comic, and I wouldn't necessarily suggest it, particularly because the concept of Superman fighting the Terminator doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, as Superman would just, like, punch the Terminator, he'd be dead. But with super strength and all, like being able to juggle planets and stuff. They tried to, like, make the Terminators a threat by, like, having Cyborg Superman help them and give Skynet the technology to turn the Terminators into Cyborg Supermen as well. It was weird, though. It probably would have made more sense if Terminators had, like, kryptonite or something, like Metallo would do. I don't know, it's weird. Speaking of comic books, though, that's another thing, is that Robocop versus the Terminator was actually a comic book originally, before it was a video game. I believe it was a Dark Horse comic, but I'm not positive. A few other things to note about it. I haven't read it. It might be terrible. It might be pretty cool. I don't know. The concept is pretty cool. Robocop and the Terminator are a bit better of a fit. I did that again. I did that last time. So, yeah, I don't know. It might be pretty cool. It might be terrible. I don't know if it's been collected in a trade paperback or not. So I don't know if you can find that. Oh man, he should be dead. Why isn't he dead? Oh man. Oh, and that's a trick I didn't even realize until I just did it by accident. You can actually switch your weapons while you're dying, so that you lose the so if you have the weapon you're using equipped, you can just switch it out, so you don't lose it. I actually did not know that until I just tried it. Also, that whole Robocop malfunctioning when he dies is something you only get with the uncensor code. So now we're going to go to level 4, the Toxic Farm. Our prime directive is watch out for toxic waste. Seems like an odd mission objective. It's like they're going to send me to a Toxic Farm and then be like, oh, by the way, don't touch any toxic waste, and die. It's like, one, I wasn't planning on it, And 2, why are you sending me to the toxic farm if my mission is to not come in contact with toxic waste? That seems like a terrible idea. So I'm confused now. What do I do? Wow, I just lost a life. What am I doing here? I am so lost right now. Okay, somehow I got invincibility. Apparently there was invincibility somewhere. So the toxic waste killed me. So I already lost a life. So, yeah, that's not cool. Oh, Jesus. Oh, there's Mr. Rocket Launcher guy again. Where were we? Alright, yeah. The comic book. I don't know. I don't know if the comic book's any good. Like I said, this concept is pretty cool, though. Makes a pretty cool video game idea. I don't know where I'm going. Oh, I got invincibility again. Nice. You know, actually, those enemies... speaking of looking like Pamela Anderson, actually, almost a better thing would... More specifically, they look like... they look actually more like the comic book version of Barbed Wire. You probably most likely remember that from the terrible, movie. It was actually a comic book first. It was actually pretty cool, I thought. That actually was also a Dark Horse comic. That would actually be kind of cool to have Barbed Wire and the Terminator and Robocop. Barbed Wire would probably be pretty underpowered, as it were, compared to the other two. Still, she does fight supervillains a lot, and she doesn't have any superpowers, so I don't know. Maybe she could do something. She's got a lot of crazy weapons, and I mean, it's not like the Terminator hasn't been beat by regular people. I mean, the first Terminator was beaten by Sarah Connor, after all, and she definitely didn't have any superpowers. Not that she wasn't pretty good, although at the time she didn't really have any particular training or anything, so... so yeah. Once again, kinda got off track. Guess there's not a whole lot to talk about. So now, a boss. Whoa! Wow. Look at that. Would you look at that? Alright, so that was bad. I got killed by that, like, instant death grenade. Alright, got rid of its arm. Well, how is it still shooting at me? It doesn't have an arm. Hold on one second. Alright, sorry about that. And now it's just tank treads. Can it still... Oh, it can still shoot me. What the hell? Oh, jeez. It's just tank treads. How can he shoot me? What's going on here? Alright. So yeah. Barbed wire would be pretty cool. I don't know how they would fit that in. I mean, barbed wire's already in the future, but she's not in the Terminator future. Alright, so I'm gonna stop here for now. I'll see you guys next time. See ya.